Good afternoon, remarkable Flutter developers. Thank you for joining us in good time, and I hope you're all doing well. So we shall begin. So as I promised, we're going to look at lists, and in the process, we're going to make sure that we set up the backend that you're going to use, and that is, we are going to use Pass as a backend. So let me just share a little bit of history of Pass as a backend. Just a second. Backend, Pass data. So let me share my screen. So this is the database that you're going to be using. We are going to use this, the back for app server. It's for free for a couple of months. But of course, if you just want to use Pass, you can set it up in your own hosting space and use it, okay? So Pass is the database that you're going to use. And of course, Pass as a database is open source, and it helps you to develop applications, either web or mobile, and you use Pass as a backend. So we're going to use Back for App to create our accounts so that you can just be able to set up our backend as well. So as you're speaking about that, I hope you guys have been able to finish the user interface. Let me know, have you been able to finish the interface? Let me know if you managed to finish the user interface. If not, let me know as well so that we see how best. Oh, you did? That is fantastic. That is fantastic. Thank you. Who else managed to finish, or who hasn't? Who hasn't finished? Let me be precise then. Who hasn't finished the interface so that we can...
John, do you mean the one for Polytechnic girls, the courses, the app?
Yes, exactly. The one for, let me see if I have it somewhere.
The one we've been doing, eh?
Yes, the one we've been doing with Flutter.
Yeah, I finished.
This one. Oh, you finished?
Yeah.
Ah, that's fantastic.
Joan.
Yes, Lawrence, did you finish?
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
I'm good.
That's fantastic.
On my end sijamaliza.
Okay, it's okay.
Yeah, juu nilikuwa na project nyingine hapo inanisumbua. I'm presenting next week na namalizia.
You told me, yeah, I remember you told me. That's okay. It's totally okay. The video is still there. You can still go through. Thank you for letting us know. Yeah, who else hasn't finished? So that I just want to know the extent of how much I can go today. Okay. Okay, so with the interface, of course, these are the only screens that we have. We have the, oh, let me see, we have something in, oh, Rosaline and Cheryl, that is fantastic. You haven't, your laptop broke down, that is okay. That is totally okay. And in this coming week, after everything has just slowed down a little bit, I'll create a session for those who haven't finished, but for now, just follow. I would really encourage you follow with the videos, and Rosaline as well. Oh, Linda, you are done. That is fantastic. So I hope we have the login screen with us, and we have this screen as well, the create account. And we have the Pwani Techno girls, the forgot password. Yeah, the forgot password, the reset password. And then we have the my profile. It displays the profile. Excuse me. And then, okay, let me just open my, I think here's my Android Studio. This is what you have. I hope you have okay, let me not show you the backend. The backend is almost done, but the notes we are yet to update. Yeah. So I hope you have in the UI, you have two widgets, that is button and text box. Add edit course, edit profile, forgot password, login, profile, reset password, sign up, single course, and view courses. Yeah, so those are the main screens that we are supposed to have. Now, I want someone to volunteer and share their screen so that we can set up the Pass backend from the back for app. I'm going to paste the link in the chat. So who will volunteer to share the screen for us today? Oops, where is Zoom now? Who will volunteer? I want someone to volunteer to share their screen today, especially if you're done.
John, I would
Yes,
want
Damaris?
to, but I'm not so sure about my internet.
It's okay. You can just give it a try. And then if not, we can, yeah. Thank you for offering.
Okay.
Awesome.
I mean,
Okay. Let me take the screenshots for the sessions because we are looking for airtime for you people. So of course, priorities for those who have been joining the sessions. Yeah, when's today? 403. Perfect. Oh, there is another. Yeah. Oh, have I enabled sharing? Let me check. You know, it might.
not yet.
Okay, let me enable. Sorry about that. There we go. Yes. So let me just mention that with user interface, you are able to, okay, as Damaris, as you're preparing to share, just hold on a little bit.
Oh, okay.
Okay, sorry about that. As you're preparing to share now, now let me mention about Flutter widgets and the tips of how you can create your user interface. Let me just share my screen and Google as we go, because that's how developers do either way. And I see funny logos Google is posing for us today. I don't know what day is it today. Anyway, let me see. Winter games. Okay. Anyway, so you have widget catalogs here, whereby you are able to see a list of all the widgets that Flutter has. I would really encourage you to have a look at this. Trust me, reading helps. You can even be in a matatu and you're just scrolling through the list of Flutter widgets, especially from the links that I'm going to send them to send in the groups. It makes it easier. Okay, it makes it easier. For example, if you can be able to see input widgets, we have the autocomplete, we have form field, and this. But most of the time we've been using form field and form, whereby it has these text field widgets. Okay. And then other than that, of course, we have, for example, this async. Let me not touch now because this is what we're going to talk about a lot. But basically, async and await is, these are functions that you fire. Let me see, like this, when you see future builder. Yeah, so it's something that you want to, it's something that you want it to be completed before you go to the next step. For example, you want users to log in, you want the database or the data to save data, user data, when they're creating an account before you take them to the login screen. So we shall use this feature builder a lot, and it has async and await. So when you see those terms, just don't get scared. These are just normal things in the documentation that we are going to have. So let me not introduce that at the moment. This one is when we are heading to complex stuff. So we have, of course, basic widgets like app bar, column. We've used container, we have used button a lot. Then Flutter logo, who needs it? We have to create our own logo. We've used icon as well. We've used icons. So the ones, when you saw icons.something, we have used image as well. And then placeholder, we've not used it because we've not needed it. And row, we have used row as well. Then scaffold, Bae. Scaffold is one widget that we've used a lot. And then the text. So these are actually the main basic widgets that we have used a lot and in our application. Yeah, the main widgets that we have used a lot. And of course, when we head over to custom widgets, we have been basically, we've managed to use, to create a button that is custom to us with dynamic components or dynamic features. And then of course, you have the Cupertino. What do we mean by Cupertino? Cupertino is the iOS style, and you can use it, especially if you want the app to be based to just be iOS. There are some people who will create apps that are not Android, just iOS, okay? So this is the Cupertino widgets. And we have that, the Cupertino action sheet. You just call it the way it is, Cupertino action sheet, and put the properties as it is. There is activity indicator for Cupertino, alert dialog. It really looks like iOS exactly. So it's just the normal widgets, yeah? Normal widgets, but for iOS. So that's one thing I really wanted you to remember. And then also we have, other than that, Cupertino widgets, we have, what is it? Material. Yeah, this is for Android. Yeah, this is basically what we just looked at. Yeah. We have this, other than this, the pop-up thing, the outline button, if you just want a button to be like that, and so on. So I'll share with you these resources. And then for Flutter, you can look for inspirations. With Flutter, you can develop any design that you wish. So don't think small. I'll make sure I send the form today. I know I promised that I'll send the form, but I got held up. So that is it about the interface, the user interface. The other complex stuff we are going to handle as we progress. Fantastic. Maybe any question? You can go ahead now and share, Damaris, as I'm waiting for the questions. If you have any, but if not, we'll just continue.
Oh my goodness.
It's okay. Fantastic. You can now see your screen clearly. Great. And now, there are a few things that we are going to set up first before we come here. So let's go to our browser. Don't close this yet. I'm happy you've loaded this so that we are able to see. So go to your browser. Today we shall stop at 2 exactly because of some of you are going to classes and so on, but we will have moved at least. Yes. Any browser?
Chrome, I wanted Chrome, but
Just click it, click on it, search for it again, because this age, search for it again, the
I
Chrome.
don't want age.
Yeah, me too. It's okay. Click there where there it's written open, hapo chini. Hapo kwa open. Yes, let's, hata ilikuwa ina open. I think it was just taking some time. It's going to make your machine hang.
I don't know how I can close this one.
It's okay.
That too. This one. Okay.
Fantastic. Now, let me put, what is it called? Let me put, is it what, the pass URL. Let me make it easier for all of us so that in case someone is going to look for notes or going through the video has an easy time. So at the search URL, just search there, pass, back for app, pass, and then back, then 4, letter 4, not, is it letter, number, back, and then letter number 4, and then up.
Not even.
I'm just,
responding.
oh, it's okay. It's okay. We'll give it some time. Back for app. Let me type in the chat as well. You can even just search for back for app peke yake. No, there's no need to put pass. Just give it some time. It is sensing that you are in a hurry.
Yeah, and the way you try to open it twice or thrice.
It's understandable.
Is it an issue with my internet also?
No. You are very loud and clear. I think it's just
Okay.
the RAM because you're using Android Studio. And Chrome also. Hey, when you combine those two, hey.
Then computers also have this tendency that if you're in a hurry Googling something, it will never.
Very true. Like it's like it senses that you're impatient or anything, something of that sort. Like just it's okay. So
Up here.
yes, not pass like that. It's PARSE. Then back for RSE space back for up. BACK letter number 4, then up.
Let me just check the charts.
It's okay. It's okay. Don't
back
worry.
for up.
Yes, back for up. Pass, I have a story with
Do I
the
remove the pass? Do I remove the pass? Or I just type back for up?
Yes, you can type back for up alone. It's okay. Yeah. Awesome. Now, are you seeing it's www.backforapp.com. It's actually a free server. The story about back for app. Hey, actually, I mean, pass as a backend. That's a story for another day. But that thing gave, when I was an undergraduate, it gave me some little character development. But it was because pass was initially being given by Google, by Facebook, and then they discontinued it. And there were a lot of client apps there. You just get stranded. And with these modern languages like Flutter, when it started, there are no libraries to link between the pass and this. So these are things you should expect. So don't ever give up in case there is anything you just take life the way it is. Okay, so click on that first URL, the one that has www.backforapp.com. And then we are going to sign up. No credit card is required until you pay, you are utilizing a lot of components. So you can use Google or GitHub. So you can sign up either with Google or GitHub, the one that you prefer. But I prefer Google because it's easier. Most of you are in Chrome and are using Google. Yeah. So we are setting up. So let me know if, okay, let's set up together. I hope you're following the way Damaris is sharing how she's doing. You just click on sign up with Google, select your Google account. Yeah, select your Google account, yeah. And then we give it some time. Fantastic. And just a second. Haya, sasa, if you are here and everyone is here, we're going to create a new app. Okay, so click on huku chini kwanza, scroll chini kidogo. I think there are some places you're supposed to skip. Just skip. We don't need to tell people who you are. I don't know, non-profit, VP. We don't have time for that. Yeah, and then scroll upwards a little. You'll be able to see, put your app name. So because this is the first app that you're going to put, or the first app that you're going to use, call it courses, capital C, courses. Any course, unasoma course shule, eh? Yes, courses like that. And then click on create. And we are almost done. So basically setting up the pass using Back for App as a service is not very hard. It's not very hard. They are what you call the application key, client keys. These are keys that are unique to your application that you shouldn't share with anyone. Yeah. So when will we get to lists? But it's okay. Yeah, we still have some time. Sometimes I feel like sending video assignments a lot sometimes it's good when we work together. Yeah. Perfect. So this is just a tour. You can cancel. Click on done as well. If you want, you can always go there and play intro. Yeah, play there. Yeah. Fantastic. Now, second. Hi. So before we do anything or before we go far, there are a couple of configurations that we will use. This one is much easier than the one that we did in much easier than setting up Firebase. So click on app settings there on your left. Yes. Then are you seeing there is general and then there is security and keys. So click on security and keys. So because just a sec before you click away a little bit general. On the general section, this video will be shared. So those keys are supposed to be secret to you. I'll make sure that I edit the names so that it's just, I edit I blur it out. But in the meantime, I'll make sure that these videos are only accessible to those who have let me say, those who have the link alone, okay? And unlisted, yeah, the unlisted video, sawa? So, the security and keys section, just go there, then it will be a task for me to edit. Just go to security and keys. Yes. Now we have the application ID and the client ID. That is what we need a lot. So for now, just hold on to that. And then we will copy that. So let's go back to our Flutter apps, okay? I hope we're together up to that point. Kindly let me know if we are together. We've just set up Back for App. So we're going to add the pass libraries for Flutter. And I just want us to learn how to get them from the pub.dev website, okay? Thank you, Helen. I'm happy we are together. Anyone else? Thank you, Lawrence.
Following.
You're following, Cheryl. Thank you. Thank you, Grace. I forgot to make Grace a co-host because the meeting, yeah. Thank you, Charlotte. We are together. Fantastic. Awesome, guys. Now, what we are going to do is, oh, Lina, I'm glad we are together. It's telling me my connection is unstable. I hope you, yeah, it's back. Fantastic. Now, just 1 second, 1 second. Awesome. Sorry about that. Now, click at the terminal section, hapo kwa terminal, because there are some things that you're going to add so that ipop juu, because there are some libraries that we want to add in the in the pubspec.yaml. I don't really like us editing or adding the files directly to pubspec.yaml. I prefer the files being added directly to us through the terminal, okay? It will indent it the best way possible. So yeah, that's what I really, I really like, yeah. Anyway, click on the pubspec, just click on the pubspec.yaml, and then hapo chini, we have to do problems, terminal, data analysis, date. What am I saying? That analysis. Fantastic. So click on the terminal, hapo chini, so that it pops up. Not that analysis, terminal. Yes. Perfect. Imeklikika.
Sorry, John, come again.
Oh, click at the terminal section there. Yes. Where your mouse is. Yeah. Maybe it's hanging or something, but the terminal is not the one that is selected. Yes, we are together. Now, let me share with you a link where we get the pub. It's pub.dev. Libraries, and we're going to start with this is like a Flutter repository where we get libraries, as many libraries as we want. That's to make our lives easier. Fantastic. So we have pub.dev. You can open it, copy from the comments, or ama wewe zaenda to kwa browser. It's pub.dev. pub.dev, and then there are a couple of libraries I want us to add, and these are the libraries that you're going to use in this application. So no, not there.
Oh,
in the browser.
What's happened?
You pasted in the terminal.
What do I do?
Don't worry, it happens.
I also did that.
Oh my goodness. Oh, sorry. I think my instructions weren't clear. I'm very sure. Yes. So it's at the,
So where do I paste it?
paste it in your browser, kwa Chrome, ama kwa Mozilla, whichever browser you're using. There are some libraries I want us to search. Yeah. So you can open a new tab, baki hivo, but yeah.
Hidden.
Yeah.
Hidden somewhere. Let me try to minimize it and find the tab.
Nimekuelewa. Yeah, there is that thing that always comes up at the top when you share your screen.
But John,
Yes, Helen.
si that thing anaweza imove ifikapo katikati.
Yes, yes, you can move it around, by the way. You can drag it to move around.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic. Haya. Sasa pub.dev. It's like my favorite site because this is where we stand on the shoulder of giants. I like using that term a lot. People develop what we call people develop a lot of libraries. Yeah, people develop a lot of libraries, and it's really good that we stand with them. Now, the first library that we are going to have, let me check in the list. We are going to use Pass. So there are the search for packages. Click there and search Pass. P-A-R-S-A. Pass. You'll see Pass Flutter, something like that. Haya. Now, hapo chini, it's not that pass ya kawaida. Scroll, ama ebu eka pass na Flutter. Isi ile pass. Kwanza yenye umeandika that incompatible. Hey, hiyo haugusi. It will give you problems. And here we have. So what is a good library? This is something we need to discuss as well. Are you seeing null safety? It has that badge of null safety, and it doesn't have any warning, and it has been recently updated. Like this one is 6 months ago. Higher. So click on that pass, Flutter Pass, that first one, Flutter Pass. Yeah. Perfect. Now, so of course, you're going to use this for documentation, whereby I want us to understand, in case you're using a backend, what are they telling you to do when you're using the backend? So let's just go to installing first, then we'll go to README later. Yeah, so click on installing. And then scroll. Unaona sasa hapo kuna hiyo command. Run this command with that. There is that pub add Flutter Pass. You can copy that. Kuna ka copy icon on the side of it, of that command. That copy icon, you can click on it. After you copy that, this is with that. Sorry, you're with Flutter. Chukua hiyo ya pili. Sorry guys. Take the second one. Flutter. Oh. Yes, the Flutter one. Yeah, awesome. And then let's go to our Android Studio, or kama you're using Visual Studio Code, go to Visual Studio Code, and then you're going to paste. Yeah, so right click and paste, or Control V.
Hapa kwa terminal.
Yes. This time tuko kwa terminal. Yes, press enter. Okay. And we wait. The waiting game begins. Yours was fast. So when you check your pubspec.yaml, ukiscroll juu kidogo tu hapo, you'll be able to see Flutter something that, yeah. Juu kidogo before the, yes. Why is it not there? Because it should be after get there. Click on pub get pale juu, you see? It's there, sorry. It's there, I can see. Yes, so my eyes nowadays. Fantastic. Now that we have Pass, it is going to be easy for us to use it. But since I don't want you to be going back and forth to pub.dev all the time, I want us to now go to add other libraries. And these libraries are going to assist us with before we set up the Pass. These libraries are going to assist us and that is with loading. And they're going to assist us with loading. They're going to assist us with managing the spinners. Tusing'ang'ane kutengeneza code ya kuload that when someone is wanting to log in, si unakumbuka when we were using the Codula, we were using call notify1.show progress dialog. Sasa hapa we have to manually create it, but there are libraries that can help us. Okay, so let me just go back to pub.dev, back to your browser, and then there are a couple of more libraries that I want you to add, and that is for moja inaitwa smart dialogue. So you can search hapo, kuna search hapo at the top right. Huku kwa sign in hapo tuko hiyo Flutter pass.
Right.
Yes, at the top right before kuna sign in, help, kwa hii pub.dev.
Kando ya sign in.
Yes, kando ya before sign in now. Yes. Perfect. Now search for smart dialogue. One word, smart dialogue. Not with UE. Toa hiyo UE, yes.
Dialogue. That way.
Yes, perfect. Enter. Smart, is it that one? Null, is null safety. Maybe ongeza Flutter, sorry, smart dialogue alafu Flutter. After hiyo kwa search tu kwenyewe. Space before this space between smart dialogue na Flutter. Perfect. Enter.
Joan.
Yes, Cheryl.
What does null safety mean?
Thank you. Now, just a second. Let me get the explanation right, because that was the in thing. Oh, thank you, Lawrence. Flutter Smart Dialogue. That is the link. Let me just get the correct explanation. It was an in thing. It's like, it was, let me say, with Flutter, even Java has the same problem. Like sometimes when you're writing your code, there's some variables in which shouldn't contain null values unless you say they should contain null values, okay? So when you're coding normally, for example, like this button, I think let us demo using Damaris. Go to your,
Yes.
yeah, go to your, what is it called? Your, yes, yeah, go there and then go on your txt field .dat widget, double click on it. So when you're coding this, unaona kuna this required input type, required hint text, required obscure text, but text editing controller tuliweka question mark. Tukaiambia kwamba this is not something that this thing requires, you know, it's not a must that it is there. So this means that you are handling null safety. So there are some libraries in which they have not created their source code this way. They have just put in, like, they have not indicated whether some of the variables or the fields of the classes that they have is required or not. If they don't state that, you will have null safety errors. In case a user is saving some details, you know, and you have not indicated whether something must be there or not, it will break. Let me say it will break. So for example, let me say login. Someone will require username and password. You say that it is a must for them to put that, for them to be authenticated in a database, okay? So in case they don't, someone fails to put a password and you've not captured the null safety, yeah, you see the app will crash. So it's something that has to be there for it to, yeah, to work fantastic, to work fine. I hope I've answered your question.
Yeah, I get it.
Thank you so much. That's a fantastic question. I almost forgot explaining that. Higher. So there is that Flutter Smart dialog. So let's add the library. Click on it on the browser to install. We set up. So click on your Flutter Smart dialog. So Grace, you're asking, what are we pasting on the terminal? We are pasting the installation process, okay? So kwa mfano unaona hiyo link yenye Lawrence ametuma, Flutter Smart dialog, go to the installing tab. So you can go to the installing tab. Don't worry, Grace, we got you. Yeah. So in the installing tab, you will be able to see the installation for Flutter. Ukiona tu with Flutter, run this command with Flutter, copy that. So copy that Flutter. We don't need to add the dependencies direct. So copy that command, Flutter pub, add Flutter Smart dialog, click on that copy. And then let's go back to our Flutter, our code, and then paste in the terminal, and then enter. Fantastic. Haya, sasa another thing that we're going to add, that is the final library for now. Okay, no, let me not say final, because as we progress, there might be something that will be helpful to us. There is a library we call SpinKit as well. It will help us with that loader as well. So Smart Dialog is that yes, no, maybe. Yeah, but SpinKit, that spinner loader. So let's search for it again. SpinKit Flutter, yeah. Because pub.dev is actually a place where a lot of things are there. So let's put Flutter to be at the safe, on the safe side. Yeah. So fantastic. Now we have Flutter SpinKit. Now safety here, Flutter SpinKit. Click on it. Perfect. And then installing tab. Copy that one kama kawaida with Flutter. Yes, then let's go back to our Flutter terminal. Yes, paste. Grace, I hope we are together now. Perfect, thank you. Actually, for my Flutter SpinKit, it took a bit of time as well. Let's see, I hope yours takes shorter time. So the other thing that we are going to set up is, leo imekuwa tu set up. We will code, we'll start with the lists, we'll continue, but I'll just tell you what to expect as we progress. Yeah, so that we are able to, we are able to catch up. Yeah. So let me know, can I maybe for the, no, I'll be maybe in the course of the week. I would have made a video, but tuendeleeni tu, I should update the notes fast. Oh, it is done. Fantastic. Now we are going to set up the pass. And pass, since it's a database that we're going to use, we have to set it up at the main.dat file, okay? Main.dat file, because that's the entry point of our application. So we have to make sure that whenever you open our application, everything is set. So open your main.dat file. And then I'm going to paste for you some code, and I'll show you where we've gotten it, and I'll explain some of the aspects, and then we'll stop there because I can see we are almost at the top of the hour. Yeah, we're almost at the top of the hour. So let me copy. And I hope you remember. Do you guys remember I've mentioned something to do with the future? Async and await. We use that builder. I'll explain that in detail in the next coming session because we're going to use a lot. We are going to use it a lot. Yeah. Anyway, I've pasted for you some code in the chat and I'll just show you where I got it. Okay. Just from the documentation. This is not magic. I didn't come up with this off head. Usione, where is source code? Vaze? Hey, no, these are just in the documentation. Okay. Yeah, so just get it from the chat. Alafu kwa the main, before round up, tuna paste pale. And then we'll add the async modifier and await.
Where are we pasting it?
Unaona before line 6, kwa yako ni line 6. Kuna hiyo run up, const my app. So kwa hiyo void main, hiyo opening curly bracket ndio press enter. So that to paste pale. There'll be some small errors. That is means of importing things here and there, but that shouldn't worry you. Let me wait for the rest of you. Let me know if we are together, if we are doing it. This is the only setup we are doing today. And I'm going to explain why we have this and where we got it. Fantastic. Now, let me see. Ile jua niko kwa error kwa biti. Woi. Sawa. It's okay, Loretta. Just DM me. Sawa. You'll DM me. Now, click on that coastal sembust pale. It should ask you to import pass or something like that. Yes. No. Sorry. Not there. Hapo kwa hiyo ya chini. Before that. Yes, pass. To import pass mwanzo. Yes. Flutter pass. Why is yours having more errors now?
I don't know.
It's okay. Click kwa hiyo await ya pass so that we add a sync modifier. Yes. Perfect. And then let me see where is the issue? Let me check. Oh, I resend the source code. Just a second. Let me compare yours with aftervar store await course embossed widgets dot flutter binding. Let me see course embossed implementation. Check my imports. Oops. There is some SDK I think we need for the course embossed. And that's one thing I've mixed up my packages. Just a second. In my pub.dev, pass server SDK flutter. Let me give you the pass, something to add, and then you're going to re-import, okay, to run pub.dev. Where is copy, and then I'll just guide you, don't worry. Higher, go to your pubspec.yaml. I'm pasting something in the chat. Copy pass server SDK flutter, and then copy from the chat, and then scroll juu tuone which kind of pass are we having here. I might have given even the wrong wacha tu anyway. It's not the one, flutter pass. No. Actually, that's the wrong library. I'm sorry, guys. Just copy the one that we have in the chat. And then let's go to where those list of libraries are. I'll give you the correct link, and then where we are going to get the documentation as well. That is alongside with the notes. Yeah. So go to your Flutter. We are still in the Flutter source code.
And then
Hapo juu penye kuna juu chini, scroll chini kidogo. Yes. After your spin kit, press enter. The other ones are correct, by the way, so don't worry. I've just dry lined. After your line 40, after Flutter spin kit, press enter, paste. Alafu, unaona hiyo Flutter pass, ifute. You can triple click to delete the entire line. I hope you're together, guys. Yeah.
first, this one.
Yes. Yeah, perfect. Ifute kabisa kabisa.
I delete it. Oh, sorry, my
Yes.
internet. I delete it.
Yes, delete it. It's okay. Don't worry, Damaris. Yeah, delete it. Position hizo indentation vizuri, isikuletee shida. They have to be in the same line. Na hiyo get na kadhalika itakuwa na error if you don't. Kwa hiyo Flutter Smart Dialog, make sure it is in the same line with get na hii nyingine. You might have done it, but perfect. Alafu hapo juu click pub get pale so that it collects hii yenye tume-add. But if you're using Visual Studio, ukifinya tu Control S, it will start collecting things for you. But for you, Damaris, hapo juu, umeona hapo pub.get, kuna pub upgrade, pub get hapo juu kwa Flutter commands hapo. Yes, chini kidogo tu, pub get, yeah, in blue.
Ngoja ni
Oh, it's okay.
ngoja ni
It's okay. Yeah, awesome.
Yeah. Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes, Lawrence.
Does it mean on Flutter easy alignment for very much clean?
Not in Flutter, but pubspec.yaml, it's not a that file. It's majorly a configuration file, and this configuration file is the one which is in TypeScript. As when you're writing code in TypeScript, you have to be very keen with indentation, and that is what normally happens. Even if for those who are doing Python a bit, will have similar experience. Like you really have to be keen with indentation. If the moment something is indented, like that is its syntax. Yeah, that's a great question. But normal that code, hata ukianza hii mwanzo ya juu ulianza mwisho, it will still work. Can you guys give me 1 second as that is importing as it's getting 1 minute?
What is this?
Okay, sorry about that. I can see pub server unavailable. Hey, you have to run again. Pub.get, I mean. Connection closed before. Maybe your internet blinked. Sorry, I'm back. We are almost done, by the way. We are going to finish in the next few minutes.
I ran again.
Yes, yes. Pub.get, yeah. Is it showing anything? Oh, kwa terminal. But we'll see.
I go back to pub and then get it.
No, hapo tu penye your mouse is, you click again. Yes. Hivyo tu. Perfect. Sasa kila kitu iko clean. So let's go back to the main.dat. And then we're going to delete that. I'll explain the setup and then itakuwa easier. Yeah, this is fantastic. I can see Helen. Wow. So delete your pass, Flutter pass pale juu. Your line 3. Package Flutter pass, you to import the new pass. Alafu click hata kwa hiyo coastal Sembust implementation ama kwa hiyo pass, any, whichever one you prefer, and then import your SDK. Yes. So errors will disappear and you'll have a clean code. Now, let me just explain what we have done. We have come to the main application and told the application to set up our database, which is pass, before we do anything else, okay? And there is this widget Flutter binding.ensure initialize. That is line 10. And I've written some comments there for us to refer. And it basically means that, I don't know if you guys know, but bridging, like Flutter is in that, but it's a cross-platform tool. And this SDK pass as a standard development kit consists of iOS code, consists of Android code as well. So you have to link between the two in a way that this package comes with even native codes for Android, native code for iOS. So we are telling this that to ensure that the widgets are binded with the native code, okay? Yeah, so when the app initializes, yeah? And then for key pass application ID, we are going to copy online. Pass server URL, you leave it as it is because that's the back for app. Then client key. And then for password, you can give it any, so that this is the local password. Like when you see coastal Sembust implementation, that is the local database for your phone. You know, the phone has to store some data, okay? So basically, this is the setup that we have done, and we shall stop here. for today. I hope that was interesting and fun. Any other question? Any questions so far? Backend is actually super interesting. Any question?
So do you want to do this again when we are creating our apps?
Yes, you'll do this again. Yeah. Yes. Oh, Lawrence. Yes, Lawrence.
Pole, nini mwanza kurun.
Oh, ndio imeanza nini yo? Flutter.
No, on my end ilikuwa inaniambia itakana ni run direct from the project I'm working on.
Hiyo nini inaitwaje? The pass ama
Hizi nini the mpaka hiyo venye tulikuwa tuna add.
Yes, you are working on this project yenye una work on. Hata unaweza set up, you can make sure kama kuna hiyo passion project yako yenye tunaenda ku create. Thank you, Lawrence. If you have that passion project, create na mapema and then set it up earlier. But it's good to at least tukimaliza hii ndio tuta set up pia. Yeah. So
I was running the
Acha Lawrence amalize kwanza.
I was running from in another terminal. You can run from the directory of the working project.
Yes, it has to be in the directory. You can use any terminal, but as long as you are in the Flutter project directory, that in that folder ya your project. Kama for example, able click on terminal Damaris kwa terminal, on the terminal kwa hii Android Studio hapo chini. You'll be able to see that it point to this courses app. So you have to make sure that your directory, your folder, it may point to your Flutter project, and you'll be able to run without problems. That's a great question.
Alafu John.
Yes, Helen.
Both my awaits have an error.
Oh, can you share tafadhali if you're in a position to?
My network alafu tudastima so inaweza niacha anytime.
Haina shida ama unitumie screenshot. Okay. But uliimport vizuri?
Siku import iko December.
As in kuimport the Flutter SDK.
Yeah.
Oh, import. So await peke yake ndio kuna issue ama?
Hiyo await ya kwanza na ya pili.
Hey. I wish I would be able to see, but it's okay.
Let me try to share. Tuone kama itakubali.
Sawa.
Watu wanashare na wapi?
Perfect. Okay. It's because huja add async modifier. That's very simple. Click on that await. Alafu kuna hiyo button. Yes, that globe. Click on it.
Hapa.
Add async.
Hapo kwa add async modifier.
Yes.
Okay.
That's it.
Oh.
Anytime. That's why I love seeing the code first. But yeah, thank you. Lina, let me know if you had the same problem. You can also share your screen.
Yes.
Awesome. It's working.
Poleni yake.
No. It's okay. So Lina, let me know. You have to add the async modifier. Ebu, are you in a position to share? I don't want to leave you behind.
I'm using my phone, madam.
Oh, ama unitumie screenshot then, and then we shall
Alright.
debug from there. No worries at all. Sawa sawa. Any other question nisikufungie nje? Sawa sawa. Thank you so much for joining. I'd have a fantastic weekend ahead of you. Hii weekend mpumzike, kutakuwa na assignment. Tutatengeneza hiyo nyingine. But thank you so much. Have a fantastic weekend ahead.
Ooh, thank you.
Thank you, Joan.
Thank
Sisi
you
twende
as well.
tumalize.
Kabisa.
Thank
Pole pole tu. Thank you. In case ka kuna shida, you know where to find me. Yeah.
Okay, Joan. Thank you.
Thank you too. Yeah.
So bye, our beautiful ladies and gentlemen.
By the way, we are rather gentlemen.
Yeah, you guys are forgetting remarkable ladies.
Ni Lawrence ndiye anakuja peke yake.
Wengine
Lawrence bring
walikataa.
gentlemen. Yeah, wengine walikataa. Lawrence ndiye haku give up.
Aendelee na hiyo moyo.
Thank you, Lawrence, for
Kabisa.
not giving up.
He's
Kabisa.
giving ladies in tech some encouragement.
Kabisa. Kabisa.
I'm in another field. Hii ndo nataka kuingia mzuri.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, you're most welcome huku.
Karibu to the Remarkable Ladies Forum.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, guys.
Bye.
Bye. Have a good one.
Okay, bye.
Bye-bye.